Imagine waking up to a world where the morning forecast isn't predicted, it's programmed. Entire cities bathed in sunshine on command, drought-stricken lands receiving life-giving rainfall at the push of a button. Hurricanes dissolved into nothingness before they ever even touched the coast. It sounds like humanity's ultimate victory, doesn't it? Finally, we've mastered the skies themselves, tamed the one force that has humbled us for millennia. But what if technology could truly control the weather? What would that world actually look like? Before we dive in, if you love deep dives into impossible scenarios, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We explore the unbelievable every single week. Let's start with the utopia. The possibilities would be absolutely staggering. Farmers could eliminate crop failures forever, ensuring a stable food supply for the entire planet. Cities could design their perfect climate, enjoying mild summers and snow-free winters. Tourism hotspots in places like the UK or Seattle could guarantee blue skies year-round, transforming their economies. Imagine entire industries thriving under seasons that are no longer left to chance, but are precision-engineered for maximum productivity and happiness. No more canceled weddings, no more flooded basements, no more ruined holidays. It would be a golden age of predictability and prosperity. But here's where the dream starts to crack. The more control we seize, the more dangerous the temptations become. And the first, most obvious question is, who decides? Who gets to hold the remote control for the planet's weather? Would it be a single global entity like the United Nations? Or would individual countries control the skies above their own territory? If a corporation develops this technology, do they get to sell weather like a subscription service? Pay for our premium sunny weekend package now. This power creates an immediate and terrifying divide. Imagine wealthy nations monopolizing the perfect weather, hoarding rainfall for their own farmlands while leaving poorer regions trapped in engineered permanent drought. A country could literally steal rain from its neighbor. What happens when a vital river shared by several nations suddenly dries up because the country upstream decided it needed more water for its own agriculture? Geopolitical tensions would skyrocket. It wouldn't be about borders or oil anymore. It would be about who owns the clouds. And this inevitably leads us to the darkest scenario: weather as a weapon of war. This isn't just science fiction, history whispers warnings. During the Vietnam War, the U.S. military ran a top-secret program called Operation Popeye, where they experimented with cloud seeding to extend the monsoon season over the Ho Chi Minh Trail. The goal was to wash out enemy supply lines, making the roads impassable. It had limited success, but the intention was there. Now, imagine that same idea amplified to a global scale with futuristic technology. Nations could strike their enemies not with missiles, but with meticulously crafted superstorms. You could trigger a record-breaking blizzard to cripple an opponent's infrastructure in the middle of winter, or unleash a devastating heat wave to cause mass crop failure and social unrest. Entire populations could be frozen, drowned, or scorched into submission without a single shot ever being fired. How do you defend against a hurricane that has your capital city's name on it? It's a new, silent, and utterly terrifying form of warfare. Once this Pandora's box of climate control is opened, could we ever hope to close it? Scientists who study chaos theory would tell you it's a fool's errand. The Earth's climate is an impossibly complex, interconnected system. Even the tiniest changes can have massive, unforeseen consequences. Redirecting a storm to save one city might inadvertently trigger a catastrophic drought 1,000 miles away. Giving one region a perfect sunny year might disrupt ocean currents and cause the collapse of a vital fishery on the other side of the world. In our attempt to play God, we risk unraveling the delicate, chaotic balance that has kept our planet habitable for eons. A simple coding error in the weather program could have consequences more devastating than any natural disaster. And what about the psychological impact? What does it do to the human spirit when there are no more rainy days to wash the world clean? when the raw, untamed power of a thunderstorm is replaced by a scheduled, gentle shower. We might lose our connection to the natural world, our sense of awe and humility. Nature's unpredictability, for all its frustrations, keeps us on our toes. It reminds us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. When every sunrise is guaranteed, does it still feel as magical? Despite all these terrifying risks, the dream persists. Some futurists envision a more optimistic path. They imagine a future governed by a benevolent AI, where a network of supercomputers and satellites weaves together a global climate system. This system wouldn't be for profit or warfare, but for balance. It would distribute rainfall equitably, dismantle hurricanes before they form, and perhaps even offer our best hope for reversing the damage of climate change, carefully refreezing the polar ice caps and restoring equilibrium to the planet. But even in this utopian vision, a terrifying question remains. Who controls the controller? Who programs the AI? What values do we instill in it? The cost of such immense power isn't measured just in dollars or computational resources. It's measured in trust, in responsibility, and in our willingness to surrender control of our very existence to a machine. So what if technology could control the weather? Would we finally create a paradise on Earth, a world free from natural disaster and uncertainty? Or would we doom ourselves to a new kind of hell, a climate war where no one can ever truly win? I'm genuinely curious to know what you think. Is this a future we should strive for, or one we should fear? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this mind-bending what-if scenario, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend who loves to think big, and make sure you're subscribed for more impossible explorations every single week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.